Yeah! We back with another one. And say, has Opps shot him in the face and killed him during a drug deal? And killed him during a drug deal, bro. That's wild.
Her youngest son had just lost his life.
My son was murdered.
That's crazy.
He was shot.
Ophelia appealed to her audience. She wanted everyone to get a good look at the young, innocent boy whose life had just been taken. It was a senseless act, and Ophelia was desperate as she did not know what exactly had happened. Ophelia was hoping that with millions of people watching it, someone is bound to know something about what happened, especially since most of her followers also lived in Alabama.
Somebody knows who did this to my child.
Brandon drove out to a gas station in Pritchard, a suburban area of Mobile, to meet someone. Someone had gotten into his car, fired at him, and then left. Brandon managed to drive to another gas station across the road where he collapsed.
These exotic boys, smoking exotic ops. You ain't heard about murder boys, we got exotic glocks. Tight to pull up real fast, with a lot of shots. Bitch, I'm feeling just like Mac, I got a lot of guap.
Well, that Moolah gang, apparently this nigga Op killed him at a gas station and the murder got solved by people on TikTok. I thought, let me find out TikTok, y'all out here really solving murders, folks. Y'all raw as hell. Internet detectives and shit. Let's get into the video though. Skate.
I ain't never asked y'all for anything, but I need your help with this. There's almost 7 million people that follow me.
Damn, why is that?
Somebody's got to know something. My son was murdered.
Oh, but see, that sound weird already. His mama got 7 million followers on TikTok, and her son got killed.
Shot. And I want you to look at my son. Look at my son.
That's up.
You're putting all of your faith, hope, and trust into these people in the police department, and you have to just sit back and just hope and pray that they do what needs to be done.
Right. Ophelia Nicholas is known as Mama Tot on TikTok. Her popular channel is nothing but positivity, peace, and life advice. But when her 18-year-old son, Randon, was unalived in June 2022, she used her channel to get all the attention she could. That way, she hoped someone would come forward with information, or at least Randon's killer could see the damage he had done. Before long, answers were found, and a suspect was arrested.
Too coincidental,
Reuben Gully, in prison today because of Ophelia's TikTok, or Alabama law enforcement. And why did Randon lose his life that night? Is his death connected to a deeper problem in the United States? This is the full story of Randon Lee.
It don't look like he was on nothing to have no real ops.
Right.
And her mama mysteriously is probably the most popular TikToker in her neighborhood or whatever. Like,
Ophelia Nichols.
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy, bro. That nigga look peaceful as hell. He look like the most peaceful ass guy in the world. Like, you just, you feel me? There's no way.
Man.
In the last days of June 2022, Mama Tot posted a new video on her TikTok.
Ad. Real shit though. Niggas is wildin' with that shit, bro.
7 million fans expected another.
And her mama mysteriously is probably the most popular TikToker in her neighborhood or whatever. Like,
Ophelia Nichols.
Man.
In the last days of June 2022, Mama Tot posted a new video on her TikTok account. Mama Tot's 7 million fans expected another positive message, inspiring peace and love. But this time her video was shockingly different.
I ain't never asked y'all for anything, but I need your help with this. There's almost 7 million people that follow me. Somebody's got to know something.
On the evening of June 24th, law enforcement in Mobile, Alabama contacted Mama Tot, real name Ophelia Nichols, with tragic news. Her youngest son had just lost his life.
My son was murdered.
That's crazy.
He was shot. And I want you to look at my son. Look at my son.
Ophelia appealed to her audience. She wanted everyone to get a good look at the young, innocent boy whose life had just been taken. It was a senseless act, and Ophelia was desperate as she did not know what exactly had happened. Moreover, she was outraged at the thought that her son's killer was still out there, possibly putting other lives in danger.
They're out there, living and breathing. But my son is dead.
Mama Tot's TikTok was not only meant to emphasize the tragedy that she was going through. Ophelia was hoping that with millions of people watching it, someone is bound to know something about what happened, especially since most of her followers also lived in Alabama.
Somebody knows who did this to my child. And I'm asking for somebody's help. Anybody's. Please. Please.
Well, look at you. You done made it a whole nother year, honey. It's 2024. And you might have fought with yourself a whole hell of a lot of times last year, but you're not going to do that this year.
These are the kinds of videos Mama Tot posted.
See, that don't make sense, though. Why would somebody be mad at her to kill her son?
Go watch the podcast, okay?
She encouraged her followers to see the silver lining in difficult situations, to leave toxic environments, and to grow into mature, healthy, happy people. She also gushed over her family from time to time. One of her loved ones was her son, Randon Lee.
Here's my youngest. Y'all, that's my baby child right there.
Randon was getting ready for his 19th birthday party on June 25th, 2022. Just one day before his birthday, though, his mother was visited by authorities with
Bro, is this getting weird?
On June 24th, Randon drove out to a gas station in Pritchard, a suburban area of Mobile, to meet someone. Someone had gotten into his car, fired at him, and then left. Randon managed to drive to another gas station across the road where he collapsed. Paramedics arrived at the scene. It was a minute too late. Randon had lost a lot of blood and could not be revived. Law enforcement assured Ophelia they would do whatever was in their power to catch the culprit and ensure he didn't walk the streets again.
What the
Like most people following true crime cases, Ophelia knew the wheels of justice move slowly. She also knew that if she was unlucky enough, the detectives might never catch her son's. Sometimes there's not enough DNA evidence or CCTV footage to track down another suspect. Sometimes cases simply go cold. So Ophelia decided to put her large fan base to good use. After releasing her heartfelt TikTok, Ophelia gained attention throughout the United States. That's when Fox News contacted her for an interview. It was there that she explained why she wanted her followers to know what had happened.
People talk. People talk. So I wanted that video to be seen because if the person who did this to my son could see what he did to our family, he took my son from me. It's my son. You're putting all of your faith, hope, and trust into these people in the police department. And
I'm not. I think I'm gonna tell y'all, Mako for president on the dead guys. If y'all vote me for president, I promise you, I will make a law that will say if somebody kill your son, best friend, girlfriend, you got the legal right to smoke that nigga ass, man. You don't gotta sit here and wait for the police and hope they catch him. So then what? I'm supposed to just have a friend or a son that's gone and he just still walking the streets and y'all stop looking for him because there's too many other cases for y'all to like, fuck you. That's my son, nigga. I'm the guys, boy. And until they change that law, nigga, you do something to somebody I love like that, nigga, God bless you. On phone now, because it's gonna get real nasty, real bad. I'm gonna sit my dumb ass in jail. It's a lot of shit I'm willing to. It's a lot of shit I'm willing to do and sit my in jail for, no cap.
I can just hope and pray that they do what needs to be done.
So Ophelia was hoping that one of her 7 million followers would have a relevant piece of information. Or at the very least, she was hoping the culprit would watch the video and feel an ounce of regret.
You see other people go through stuff like this.
They don't be caring.
And it never crosses your mind that would one day be you. To have an individual make the choice to take your child from you. He had a choice. They had a choice.
Yeah.
And they chose to take my son from me.
With Within the first days of the investigation, Pritchard law enforcement discovered CCTV footage from the gas station where Randon's life was taken.
Watch the guy running around a gas pump and then jumping in a car. You can clearly see a gun in his hand.
Yeah.
This is the moment right after Lee was shot inside.
So he probably hopped out of this car and then another car was on the other side, maybe.
Car at that Pritchard gas
Oh,
station.
maybe him right here. Maybe this is him in the car right here.
So the detectives knew they were looking for the guy in the red hoodie.
Right,
they
right.
also had his black
Look
car
orange to me, but
caught
all right.
on surveillance footage. In the unedited footage, which has not been released to the public, the culprit is seen arriving first and parking at a gas pump. 1 minute later, Randon arrives in a silver car and parks at the opposite gas pump.
Nah, that's weird, bro.
Wow.
That's weird, because if the nigga is looking for you, at least he's following you. How does he know you about to pull up right here? So he's here first, waits for you. Maybe it was, I don't know.
That's when the man in the red hoodie jumps out of his car, gets into Randon's car, and pulls the trigger. Within seconds, he makes it back into his car, weapon in hand, and darts away. Randon is also seen driving away.
Right.
Sadly, he only makes it to the gas station across the road, where he crashes and passes away.
Pause. Listen, I have a mentorship called the Moolah Membership where I'm going to teach you how to get rich with business, YouTube, crypto, stocks, financial literacy, credit, every single way. Now, I became a millionaire by the time I was 23 years old. I'm going to teach you step by step for only $50. Click the first link in the description right now and get added to my group chat where I'm going to give you one-on-one help to make sure you get rich in 2024. Click it right now. Stop tweaking because we got very, very, very limited spots and I don't want you to miss this bag.
End of June, the Mobile County Sheriff had a press conference detailing all the authorities knew so far.
Black vehicle got inside the victim's vehicle. We know there was one shot. The suspect got out of the victim's vehicle with a handgun and got back in his black vehicle and took off.
There was another vital clue.
We do know at this time that Mr. Lee had made his way down to Wilmer and was selling narcotics to these two individuals.
Indeed, Randon had met up with the culprit and his associate to sell them weed. It's unknown how they came in contact with each other or
that's
his
what I was
associate.
saying. That's what I was thinking. Like, it sounded like a drug deal when he knew he was gonna get there, and he just did that, and it was on some setup shit, low key. I don't know.
To sell them weed. It's unknown how they came in contact with each other or how many times they had met in the past.
There was narcotics found in the vehicle whenever the crime scene unit processed the scene. At this time, we do have a couple of suspects in mind, but at this time, we are not releasing any information on them.
As it goes with most pending investigations, the sheriff did not release the names of the suspects until they had one in custody.
Right.
It's a tricky time. You have to release as many clues as possible, just in case the public has relevant information. But you have to leave out whatever clues might actually impede arresting someone. During the Q&A phase, the sheriff revealed that this was not Randon's first time selling narcotics to people.
Oh, Randon was selling drugs.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that. So they saying Randon was selling drugs?
Revealed that this was not Randon's
first time selling narcotics to people. See, one thing I always ask, though, is how do you have 7 million followers on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, anything, and you should be rich.
Right.
You have 7 million customers. You can sell a $1 t-shirt to all of them and make $7 million. There's no reason why you shouldn't have a good amount of money coming in. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if Randon right here, I don't know if bro was just